Hello and welcome to Applied Economics. My name is Jason Gady. I'll be your instructor and guide over the next few weeks. A lot of people view economics as the dismal science. It doesn't bring up good memories of high school, maybe. It tends to be the boring one. I don't share that same view. I think economics is a really important aspect, not just of personal lives, but of careers as well. Um, the fundamental problem that societies face is scarcity, that we have unlimited needs and wants and limited resources with which to fill those needs and wants. And so life becomes a series of decisions based on all of the trade-offs that we have to give up when we make a particular choice. And so over the course of the next 5 weeks, we hope to learn a little bit more about the different aspects of things like supply and demand, externalities, the government's interactions, and how all of this will play into decisions you will make in your personal and professional lives. I want to just take a couple of minutes here and kind of guide you through the course in Moodle. You all have taken Moodle courses before, so you're familiar with the basic layout. The news forum is not something I will use very often. If I find something newsworthy that I want to draw your attention to, it is much more likely I will use your WLC emails. Questions or comments, I would prefer that you direct them to me via email. I don't peek into the questions or comments. I leave that really as a place for you to communicate with each other in privacy if you're so intending. The syllabus is posted there. You will find on the syllabus contact information. Just because of the way my schedule is set up, I am a teacher at Wisconsin Lutheran High School just down the road from WLC. I also am currently working on my master's at UW-Whitewater. It is easier for me to access my WLHS email than it is my WLC email. It's something I check much more frequently. And so if you need to get a hold of me, I would prefer that you would use my WLHS.org email address. Oy, oy, oy. Or feel free to text me, call me. Anytime before 10 is really just fine. The rubrics for the discussion forum and the weekly glossary posts are posted here as well. I believe that you have done discussion posts in prior classes. It's very similar philosophy. Positive contributions are encouraged. As far as the glossary terms go, each week you will select a term to write a short 300 to 500 word definition for with some examples. And then you will later on respond to someone else's discussion posts. The forum is 50 points and the glossary is another 50 points out of a total of 125. So it is by far the bulk of your grading, your assessment in this course is in written correspondence with each other. I have some best picks here, some library sources. Consider most of these optional. If you, especially if you're struggling with some the terminology, you have a glossary post and the text is not doing a great job helping you, one of these other sources might be a good place for you to start. I want to draw your attention to this. Each week you do have the glossary post that I just mentioned. You will go up here right above topic 1 and click on this link for the Applied Economics Glossary. This is where you will go to make your post each week. A lot of students struggle to find that. And so that is where that link is. So then each week you will have 3 chapters out of the text to cover. I think the text is written well from a standpoint of application. It's not heavily scientific. It's not heavily statistically based. It really focuses on how you can take basic economic knowledge and apply it. We have lecture notes here as well. Professor Jacobson is an economics professor at WLC, and he put together some lecture notes, which are, if you're older, Craigslist; if you're a little bit younger, Spark Notes, maybe versions of the text. They're optional, but again, if you're a little lost reading the text, those lecture notes are a very nice, usually 5 to 7 page summary of a couple of chapters. You would not be able to just read the lecture notes and get the gist of the 3 chapters enough to successfully complete glossary and application terms. Study resources, for the most part each week, I will highlight maybe 1 or 2 for you that I would really want you to read, and after that, the rest are there kind of for your personal edification. And then there will be a discussion question each week, glossary terms each week, and then each week there is a 10-question multiple choice quiz. That is the third aspect of your grade. That's the remaining 25 points of your total of 125. You are allowed to take that quiz as many times as you would like until you get the grade you want. And the grades are, it will always count the best grade. As far as timelines go, everything is laid out in your syllabus. There's really 5 things you need to do each week. And so if I bring up the syllabus here, which I actually think I have open still. The course, my intent will be to open up the next week at some point on Saturday. There is nothing due ever on Sundays. It is my day to correct and your day to rest. So on Wednesday of each week, you have 2 things to do. One is simply to identify which glossary term you are going to define later in the week. There are 1 or 2 more terms than there are students in the class generally, unless the cohort is real small. So by Wednesday, you need to identify which term is yours, and when you log in there, you're simply you're going to go in and just click which term you want. In addition, by Wednesday, you need to make your initial post in the discussion forum. By Thursday, you need to then write your 300 to 500 word glossary contribution and post that. And then Friday and Saturday are responses. Friday is 2 responses to discussion posts. Those would not include your own post. So you are responding to 2 other of your classmates. And by Saturday, you need to respond to another student's contribution in their glossary, and that you only need to respond to 1 student. And then anywhere along the week, but by Saturday at the latest, your quiz needs to get done. And that is the same pattern we will follow for 5 weeks. There is not a culminating paper. There's not a culminating exam in this course. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to call, text, email. My teaching and coaching schedule, I also coach football in the fall and track in the spring. And in the winter, I'm usually volunteering in some sort of grade school coaching capacity. And so if you need a quick response, email or texting is probably the best way to go. If you want a little bit longer response, feel free to give me a call, and I'll call you back just as soon as I can. I wish you God's richest blessings as you complete this course.